Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. That's a very sorry, I'm in a bit of an awkward hotel room space here, trying to record at the moment, so please excuse the background. But yeah, what can I tell you? Cameron Honeycomb is back. This moment we've been waiting for quite a while now. He is back in action. He's coming back on. The Bulls have released some footage of him. I'm going to show you that now. But he's back in action. He's on the bench against Cardiff on Friday night. And this is massive because look, he was the Bulls' URC Player of the Year. He was one of their most potent attacking weapons. Really, one of the sort of finds of this last couple of seasons. Played one test for the Springboks, got horrible injuries in the URC final 2 years ago, and then on the URC semi final last year. In that URC semi final last year, he tore his hamstring off in three spots. It was really a bad injury. They say it's one of the worst hamstring injuries, the medical guys have told me, that they've seen on a hamstring, sort of hamstring injury for a rugby player. Um, but yeah, so Cam really has had a really tough time. So it's good to see him back. I was at Loftus on today, earlier today, just to chat to Johan Ackerman about it. I asked him a few questions about it. So let's have a look at his answers there. But let's first have a look at this footage of Cam back on the training field. So yeah, that's a reminder of how just how good he is, Cameron Honeycomb, and how when he's on form, what he means to the Bulls as such. So Johan Ackerman was asked today exactly is he ready, and just what are you expecting from him. Just going to go straight into those quotes quickly, and then that you can hear his answer, and then also talking about at some point Cameron Honeycomb is obviously quite a physical guy, and he's so determined. This is what we've heard from so many people. He's so determined that when he does sort of pop up and do his rehab and stuff, he goes so hard that the medical staff have to tell him to calm down, that to trust the recovery process. And Johan Ackerman, because he's quite intense. So we're going to first go with Johan Ackerman's answer to my questions, just about him being back, and then we'll follow that up with some questions about which my colleague Sim Nikiwe and Abadisa had about just how intense he is, and is this the reason why it took so long for him to be able to come back?
Questions? Brent.
The obvious one, Cameron back, happy. You guys are confident he's fine now to take that first step back into the field.
Yeah, no, obviously great news, Brendan, to have Cameron back. I mean, obviously it was a tough time for him, to see the boys play, and he's not playing, so he's really excited to play, and we're confident. We did a lot of things now to prepare him, and I'm sure he's fully fit. He's done all the off-field stuff like testing and everything we could to make sure he's 100%, and he's looking well in training. So.
Obviously, with him, the expectation is going to be high. So to temper that expectation, I think you just want to see him get through the game and make a contribution.
Yeah, the biggest thing, obviously there's always a bit of almost a nervousness if you come back from an injury. How sharp are you and how good will you play? But ultimately, any player who's played at a high level before, has got the talent, and he must just enjoy himself. I think that will be the main message. Go out and express yourself. Don't be, afraid of the level that you play or the mistakes you're going to make. Just play.
Some.
I guess just to go back to Cameron, he's a pretty intense guy, especially with his rugby. His dad was telling me some of it sounds incredibly ludicrous, like just how badly intense he is. He must be a terrible patient.
Yeah, I know. I think it cost him a little bit. He sometimes did a bit more than he's supposed to do, and then didn't help his rehab, to be fair. But I think it's a good lesson for him. If any time in the future, to look after yourself and trust the people that give you the advice. But the one thing I can say, and as a player, I haven't worked with him more than those last few weeks that he was on the field. This will be the first game live that I see him play as a coach. But the one thing I know, he was here in the mornings, 4:30, 5 o'clock already, working on his body and work on his conditioning, where he can do conditioning. So he's dedicated, so that's great for a player. Hopefully he'll bear the fruit come start tomorrow with his return. But that's why he's an intense guy, but it's because he wants to be successful in what he's doing. So that's great to have that character.
Obviously, a lot of people are looking forward to Cameron Honeycomb's return, and understandably so. We hope he gets through the game without incident, and that he can show his best, not just for the Bulls, but for South Africa as well. So yeah, that's the news from there. I'm going to leave it here with one last quote, and comes, and excuse the audio quality. This wasn't really meant for broadcast. It's an interview I did with him a couple of months ago about his injury for Kickoff magazine. For those of you who might have read it there. But I just thought this audio, him just explaining what exactly happened when the injury happened. It's in Afrikaans, and we're talking on speakerphone, so the quality is not that great. But I just thought it's maybe good just to hear himself just talk about how difficult it was with this injury as well. So Cameron, if you ever do see this video, good luck for the game, and I think all the Bulls supporters and all South African rugby supporters will probably be hoping you come through unscathed. I'm going to leave you with that, and the quote, as I said, if you haven't already, please smash that subscribe button, hit the like button. It helps us with the algorithm. We're trying to build a channel here, and hopefully there'll be a lot more videos like this coming soon. Of course, if you want to watch the full Bulls press conference, it's on the channel as well. You can go watch it there. It's 25 minutes long, but this is just a snippet of that about Cameron. But again, thanks for watching. Chat soon.
Verduidelik my, wat was die besering presies? Hoe beskryf 'n mens dit?
Ja, die pyn, ek weet nie hoe om dit duidelik te sê nie.
Of hoe dit gebeur, miskien
dit so vinnig gebeur. Ek onthou dit nog soos Vincent Tsuka, hy was getackle gewees en ek het die opportunity gesien om die bal te steel, om obviously vir ons te bevoordeel, en toe ek so ingaan op het, en ek is gewoond om in daai posisie te kom, en soos dis vir my second nature of hoe ek ingaan en alles, en toe kom Sia en clean my, en toe sit net my haak van my linkervoet, my linkerbeen het vasgehaak in die grond en toe is die tension net te veel. Gewoonlik as ek so gehit word, dan val ek terug met die bal aan ons kant. Maar ja, toe was dit nie die geval die keer nie. Ek onthou nog my vriend wat saam gespeel het, Jeff, hy sê nog, toe het gebeur het, toe klink het soos 'n skoot wat afgaan. En ek kon nie worry, want ek het te veel geskree van pyn. Ja, nee, dis presies soos jy sê, dis maar, mentally dis baie meer mental battles wat jy face as physically, soos die rehab en sulke goeie, soos, hamstring, as hy nou reg gemaak word en soos, hy kan net soveel vat, maar, soos mentally, soos dis waar die challenges inkom om te weet, soos hamstring gaan maybe 1 week goed voel, en die volgende week gaan hy bietjie slegter voel, en dan kort hy maybe meer ruskans, of ek moet meer goed doen, soos om daai balance te kry is baie moeilik, want soos ek wens net ek kon met my hamstring praat en ons kon op 'n agreement kom, want hy vat my partykeer na donker plekke toe, want obviously soos ek probeer, maar ek het baie gedink daaroor in die begin en ek myself bietjie jammer gekry, maar toe besef ek soos niemand gaan my jammer kry nie. Ek moet myself optel en ek is gelukkig genoeg om 'n goeie support system te hê. My familie is altyd daar vir my. En ek moet sê, soos al die manne by die bulle ook, hulle ondersteun my. ja, 'n paar van hulle maak nou jokes soos Sebastian de Klerk, hulle noem my action figure, want ek jump net upper body heeltyd. Maar ja, dus ek het in die begin, was dit baie sleg vir my gewees, maar toe kom ek by die silver lining waar ek begin het die small wins begin optel het en soos dat meer begin aanvaar het en soos nie vir granted gevat het en ja, ek moet sê, toe begin ek maar myself probeer besig hou, ek probeer maar 'n paar van die games kyk, clips kry en sien of ek die spanmaats kan uithelp met 'n paar van die goeters en ja, dan is dit ook 'n goeie tyd vir my om nou bietjie groter te raak en sterker te raak, ek meen soos ons loose trios by die Springbokke en so, is nie klein manne nie, so
Ja. Nee.
om te probeer content met hulle, moet ek 'n goeie base hê. Obviously die rugby deel is die belangrikste, maar as ek 'n goeie liggaamsstruktuur het, dan sal dit my net voordeel.